Tree, happy birthday. You scared me. So you can hear now. Until I figure out who my killer is.
All units, we've got a 187.
Hidden in Happy Death Day's first 10 minutes. A clue that predicts the ending. Missed it? Let's blow your mind. The movie begins with a girl named Tree, the main character, waking up in an unfamiliar room at a boys' hostel. She discovers that it's the room of a boy named Carter, whom she doesn't know. As her phone rings with a birthday tune, Tree ignores a call from her father. Feeling disoriented, she asks Carter for a headache pill and suspects that he might have taken advantage of her while she was drunk, though she leaves without confronting him. Outside the hostel, a boy flirts with Tree, and then she runs into another guy who seems to like her, but she has no interest in him. Tree returns to her dorm, where her group leader questions where she was the night before, but Tree keeps it to herself. Her roommate Lori has baked her a cupcake for her birthday, but Tree tosses it into the trash without a second thought, revealing her self-centered attitude. Later at college, a meeting is underway. When a girl offers Tree a chocolate shake, the group leader scolds her, claiming the food isn't healthy. As the girl leaves, she bumps into Carter, who returns Tree's bracelet she left behind. Tree dismisses him coldly, wanting to keep their night a secret. She then visits a professor at the campus hospital with whom she's having an affair. When the professor's wife arrives, they act normal, and Tree walks away, ignoring Lori's warning not to get involved with him. That evening, her group leader reminds her about a party, and Tree begins getting ready, on her way to the party. Tree again ignores a call from her father. She then spots a musical birthday toy on the road. As she approaches it, a masked figure wearing a baby mask appears, silently watching her. The Tree threatens to call the police, and the figure disappears, only to return and stab her in the stomach. The Tree dies. Suddenly, Tree wakes up again in Carter's room, just as she did before. Her phone rings. It's her father again. Dazed and confused, Tree assumes it was just a bad dream. However, she now remembers where Carter kept the headache pill. As the day unfolds, the same things happen again. The flirtatious boy, the cupcake, the hospital visit. Tree notices a baby mask like the one her attacker wore, which leaves her even more unsettled. Later that evening, Tree changes her route to avoid the toy on the road and finally reaches the party. When she enters, she punches a guy wearing the baby mask, only to realize it was a surprise party planned for her. A boy she likes shows up and takes her to his room, where he dances awkwardly before being killed by the real masked attacker. Tree is murdered again, only to wake up once more in Carter's room. Tree begins to realize she's trapped in a time loop. Desperate, she tells Lori but isn't believed. When she decides to stay in that night, the masked killer attacks her again and stabs her. The cycle repeats. Exhausted and afraid, she turns to Carter, who listens and believes her story. He suggests she must discover the identity of her killer to break the loop. Carter reassures her that he didn't take advantage of her when she came to his room intoxicated. The Tree starts suspecting everyone and makes a list of potential killers. She first watches the boy who died at the party, then suspects the professor's wife, and even her group leader. During one confrontation, she ends up getting hit by a truck and dies again. Each time she's killed, the loop resets. After several loops, Tree wakes up again and feels physically weak. Carter takes her to the hospital, where an X-ray reveals numerous injuries, suggesting she should already be dead. This alarms Tree. Perhaps dying too many times could kill her for real. At the hospital, the killer appears again and kills the professor in front of Tree before chasing her. She escapes in a stolen car, but is pulled over by a police officer. To protect herself, she pretends to be drunk, so she'll be taken into custody. But the killer crashes into the police car and causes an explosion. Tree wakes up again, and this time, spends the day more calmly. She shares an emotional moment with Carter at a cafe and reveals that she shares her birthday with her mother, who passed away 3 years ago, another reason she dreads the day. That night, she sees a news report about a serial killer being treated at their campus hospital and suspects he's the one attacking her. She finds him missing from his hospital room and nearly dies again confronting him. Carter tries to save her, but is killed in the process. Tree chooses to die by jumping off a tower so the loop can reset, and Carter will live. Tree wakes up once more in Carter's room and is overjoyed to find him alive. She apologizes to Lori and ends her affair with the professor. She also reconnects with her father, apologizing for neglecting him. That evening, she prepares to face her attacker at the hospital. She tries to shoot him, but the gun's safety is on. A fight ensues, and Tree ultimately kills the masked man. She and Carter celebrate her birthday, and she eats the cupcake Lori made. But Tree wakes up in a loop again, meaning the killer she thought she defeated wasn't the real one. Suspicious, she confronts Lori, who brings her another cupcake. Tree realizes Lori is the real killer. Lori had poisoned the cupcake, and when Tree didn't eat it in the previous loops, Lori resorted to the mask and physical attacks. Lori was jealous because they both liked the same doctor. Tree confronts Lori, who attacks her. After a brutal fight, Tree shoves the poisoned cupcake into Lori's mouth and throws her out of the window, killing her. With Lori gone, the loop finally breaks. Final scene. Tree wakes up the next day, free from the loop. Carter is still with her, and she's happier and more appreciative of her life and the people around her. The film ends with Tree having broken out of her Happy Death Day. In the first 10 minutes of Happy Death Day, there's a subtle but powerful clue that hints at the real killer, Lori, Tree's roommate. When Lori offers Tree the birthday cupcake and Tree carelessly throws it in the trash, it seems like a throwaway moment. But this cupcake becomes a critical plot device by the end of the film, revealing Lori's motive and method. The fact that Lori insists on Tree eating the cupcake, and that Tree survives only on the nights she doesn't eat it, foreshadows Lori's attempt to poison her. So yes, if you were paying close attention, the answer was hiding in plain sight from the very beginning. That if this recap changed your mind about Happy Death Day, smash like. If it didn't, fight me in the comments. Be subscribed to enjoy more movies. Our next one might ruin your childhood.